Hello there, all you wonderful people out there watching this video. It's I, the Y2K reviewer, talking about a very modern movie, but about something that definitely has to do with the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. About a very beloved celebrity that supposedly came back from the dead, being a Robin. This film stars Roger Kabler, I believe his name is, a painter who's just living his own life, who was once an entertainer, but he had to stop due to medical or mental reasons. Due to mental reasons. I believe he had bipolar disorder. Who once met Robin Williams briefly in his life. I believe he touches on it in the film. And one night when he's sleeping, shortly after his death in 2014, the spirit of Robin Williams comes to him in a dream, saying that he needs to live on through him. And so it supposedly happened. This was quite an experience of a film. I was very curious to watch this. I literally heard about it just 2 days ago, 3 maybe at the most. I saw it on Facebook, an advertisement for it, and I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And so I rented it on Prime Video. It's only a little over an hour long. It's a very short movie, but a lot is shown and told and happens in this wonderful little film. And I definitely enjoyed it, and I am one to believe that was definitely Robin Williams. It's insane how surreal it was, and how real it felt, and how real it seemed. Now the movie's not perfect. It's a bit of a documentary, and I feel like some of the editing and tone shifts throughout the film were a little off and strange, I thought, at times, but I still really enjoyed it. And some scenes were generally kind of comfortable to sit through and watch, but that's okay because this is a very real human story. And just because some moments may be a little weird and off and uncomfortable doesn't mean the film is bad or wrong. That's not what I'm saying at all. No, far from it. In fact, it's kind of the opposite, because it shows you how real this story is. It's like, yeah, this is a very real human thing. That the guy Roger Kabler, who is experiencing this, is handling it mentally the best way he possibly can, and it is wonderful. He goes and sees his psychiatrist in the film. He sees he sees spiritual psychologists. He sees a bunch of different people about this, and it all results in being, this is really him. This is really Robin Williams. Of course, there are some people who doubt it. There's some pessimists and realists, if you want to say that. And I don't blame them. You know what I mean? I'm kind of there with them. I kind of understand, yeah, this is very strange, but when you see the story, it's like, whoa. But I do have one glaring point that I want to mention before I finish filming this little review I'm making. And I also want to mention that I kind of already gave some, but not really yet. I will definitely give some spoilers in this review. So if you haven't watched the film yet and you don't want to be spoiled, then go watch it, please, and come back and watch this video. It's only a little over an hour long, like I said. It's a very short film. If you're like me and if you don't mind spoilers too much, and you can still enjoy something even with being spoiled, enjoy watching the video. Because for me personally, it's like whether someone spoils something or not, I always take every spoiler I personally hear with a grain of salt. And what I mean by that is that whether it's true or not, it doesn't really matter. I want to experience it for myself still. So that being said, I'm going to stay on topic and talk about how great this movie was. Spoilers, there'll be spoilers, so I'm sorry. Not too many though. I'll only talk about what I mostly remembered from the film. So, yes, right away you see the movie. He's sleeping. He's having this dream, and you see Robin Williams in his dream. And I don't know if that was actually Robin Williams, like old footage of him, or that was Roger Kabler in this Robin Williams look. Because I'm gonna show footage from the movie probably here, or trailer from the trailer or something. You can tell the difference is very uncanny. They look exactly the same. He's like his doppelganger. They look like twins. They do. And that's insane to me. And I also just want to point out the fact that, okay, so Robin's spirit was inside his body, his soul, for 2 years. He leaves at the end at the movie in 2016, I would assume, right? They don't touch on the year at all when he leaves, but I would assume it'd be 2016. It's been 2 years. And so, with that in mind, how did they film this? Was this filmed 8 years ago? When it was all happening to him? Is this all real? Is this actually caught on camera? Because there's some pretty dynamic shots in this movie. did Robin Williams come back and he reacted what happened? Or was he doing it all from memory? I don't know. It was very, it's kind of strange. It's like, was Roger Kabler able to reenact Robin Williams through acting or something? Like, how do you explain that? And then you see shots of him performing on stage in front of thousands of people, and you could tell it's filmed with a different camera. I'm like, okay, this is probably happening during 2014, 15, and 16 when he's performing in front of all these people, because it's filmed with a different camera. It's probably old footage. That I can believe. But what about when he's at home with his wife, or when he's outside in the snow, or when he's like in the forest running around? Like, was he reenacting how Robin was? Does he remember it? And also, what I really want to know is, and they don't, it's a shame this film is like only an hour long. In a more personal heart soul moment, did Robin Williams ever tell Roger Kabler any important information about himself, like his personal experiences with certain like performers or actors or writers or producers, his like his childhood, his life, his children, his own like experiences? Like, I wonder if he did. I wonder if he knows. It'd be wonderful to know more about him. It would be, and that's kind of putting a tear in my eye. In the ending of the movie, man, oh my god. That one speech at the end of the movie was so beautiful. Everyone in the audience was crying. It was so good. It touched my heart too. It did. It was a great moment for sure. If you're somebody who saw him perform, let me know how it was, because wow, crazy. And then there's a scene when that big dude punched him in the face. I'm like, was that the same guy that actually punched him? Was that filmed in real time? Did he actually get punched during the documentary, or is that just reenacted with like a different person? I have no idea. You know what I mean? I didn't look too far into it. I just watched the movie and I'm talking about it, okay? That's as far as I know about this film. Is I only seen it once. I watched like one YouTube short where Roger Kabler was on a podcast. That's all I know about it so far. That's all I know. But damn, was it good. I give it a solid 9 out of 10, maybe even a perfect 10. This is a really good movie, because like my even masterpieces have flaws. Just because something is a 10 out of 10 doesn't really mean it's perfect or 9 out of 10. It's okay to have flaws. Everybody and everything has flaws. You know what I mean? Like for example, Akira and Spirited Away are two. Okay, Spirited Away is pretty perfect. It really is, but they still have technical issues about them. But it doesn't really matter because I personally love them so much. And same thing with like Berserk, or not, well, yeah, Berserk. I was going to say Blade Runner. Blade Runner, my other favorite film of all time. That has flaws. It does, but you barely notice or see them or even realize them because the movie is just that damn good. It is. It's so like enticing to like get into that like storyline. But yeah, no, Being Robin was a beautiful film. It was. And if you grew up with on any of his movies or watched them today, like, you know, Aladdin, Flubber, you know, Good Morning Vietnam. He's in Robots. I have not seen Robots since it first came out. I need to watch it again. Patch Adams, which I've never seen it. Mrs. Doubtfire, Hook. You know, like any movie with Robin Williams in it, give it a shot if you've seen his stuff before. You know, I love Mrs. Doubtfire. I love Hook. It's a little filler-esque at times, but still a really fun movie. I also really love Aladdin. It's a personal favorite of my childhood's it's a personal childhood favorite. It's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. My cat's digging right now if you hear that. That's her in your litter box. But yeah, Being Robin was a fantastic watch. Please go see it. It's only $1.99 right now on Amazon Prime, unless if you want to, you know, go ahead and set on the high seas there and watch it a different way. That's totally your choice. But for this movie, I personally would recommend you to please not do that, because they deserve all the help they can get for making this film. It is so good. It is so good. I think that's all I have to say about it. Again, 9 out of 10 film. Great stuff. Yeah, I really need to make more movie reviews, don't I? It's been a while. But yeah, it was fun talking about this movie. It was definitely fun watching it. It was definitely awe-inspiring. It's kind of life-changing, actually. It really is. It's a really life-changing film. Oh my god, it is. It really is. It's so good and so crazy. The Halloween scene was definitely uncomfortable to watch and very sad and unfortunate. The scene when he's being when he's talking to his psych a psych evaluator, I think. I don't know, when he goes to the hospital. That was a very sad moment, but it was good. And again, just the way it ended was so beautiful. It was. But I still can't understand how they were able to make this movie now, 10 years later, if Robin Williams was with Roger Kabler for only 2 years. It doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? If somebody please shed some light on that. Like, how? I'll have to shed some light on it. Maybe I'll do some research. But yeah. Anyways, guys, arigato gozaimasu and sayonara. Thanks again for watching. I highly appreciate it. And have a great one. Take care. Goodbye.